What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Stuff Podcast. We are super happy that you have joined us one more time. My name is CJ Pierce. I am joined today by my co-host, John Calvin Shirley. What's up, John Calvin?
This is at least the third best intro that you've done. This is
least
fantastic.
The third. Yes, definitely, for sure. Like the third best. But anyways.
Or the third worst. I mean, we've not done that many
of them. But anyways, yeah, so if you do not know, our podcast is just us talking about the cool stuff going on in Northwest Ohio, as well as the cool stuff going on the campus of Northwest State Community Colleges. Yeah, the cool stuff. But, the cool stuff was too long and didn't really go with branding.
Word marks are better.
Word marks are better. Anyways, so we are joined today by two really cool guests that I've got to know over the last couple of years.
Before you go any further, this is a seminal moment in show history. It's the first time we've had all four mics in use.
This is true. We have two guests today. Super excited for that. But we are joined today by Bryce. Say hi, Bryce.
Hello.
Glad
to be here.
Do it again. Do it again. His whole name, please.
Bryce
David
Conklin.
There you go.
Yes, and Anna Rose Thomas, right?
Yes.
Sweet. What's up?
Okay.
That sucked so bad.
I'm gonna stop you right now.
The laughing noises got me.
That's why we have
like
the board.
Disney.
It's fantastic.
Laugh track.
Yes.
What's up, guys? I'm CJ, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Okay, we're gonna. All right, we're gonna
start over. We're just gonna start over.
I just drew the Mickey Mouse head.
No, this is great. This is great. We're gonna roll with this. Bryce and Anna you guys are alum, right? You've graduated?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Bryce
Welcome to the club, fam.
Bryce and Anna are alum here at Northwest State Community College. They have both graduated from the VCGD program here on campus, and we have them on the show today to talk about their time here at Northwest State, but also their involvement in Project Allura, which we will get into a little bit later, and the projects they're working on. So, Bryce and Anna, we've very clearly botched this introduction, so would you like to introduce yourselves a little bit better?
Perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'd like to say ladies first, so Anna can go first.
By all means.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anna Thomas, as Carrington said.
That's my name.
I graduated from Northwest State in the spring, and I don't really know what else to say about myself. I do have my own business called Anna Rose Designs. We'll talk about that later. And that's it. Go ahead, Bryce.
She's selling herself incredibly short, but we will touch on that later and rectify that. Bryce, go ahead.
Hello, everyone, all those beautiful ears out there. My name is Bryce Conklin. I also graduated from Northwest State, as they stated. A round of applause.
Round of applause.
Yep. I do my specialty is video production, motion graphics, and a little bit of design in general. So that's kind of the little tease.
Yeah. I've not done all that much video editing, and I've seen a little bit of what you do. It's quite impressive. Well done.
Thank you.
Whoever taught you did a passable job. Yeah. So with that out of the way, we're gonna roll right into the questions we've got for you guys. Just how did you guys get plugged into NSCC? I mean, we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere here. I mean, it's great out here, but there's not a lot of foot traffic. So how did you guys get plugged in? Anna first.
Well, I started as a CCP student, so I really didn't have any other option because I needed to be close to home and close to my high school opportunity kind of things. So that's why I started here. And
Yeah. A lot of people are doing the CCP thing.
Yeah, I think my first VCGD class was with you guys. I think we all had the same first class, and I was still a CCP student, and I was thinking like, wow, there's a lot of high schoolers in this class. But it was fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of us started in the same class, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Was that VCT 103?
No, it was the same semester, but it was 186. No, whatever photography is.
Photography, probably.
Do we still offer that class
like that.
here?
Yeah, photography. Yeah, 100%.
Vanderpool teaches
it.
Mike Vanderpool, head faculty of the VCGD program, and many other things.
Yeah, but we so that was a fun class, and that was a late class because we had the Photoshop class right after it, and it was like, oh my goodness, it was like felt like 2:00 in the morning when we got out. But
8 hours long. It felt like.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So Bryce, go ahead. Talk to us a little bit about how you got you got plugged in here
Yeah.
at the heart of the heartland.
Mm-hmm.
I owe Vanderpool 50 cents.
Oh yeah. So I guess I'll tell a little bit more about myself, but I have like 2 interests in life, and one of them is video editing, YouTube, film, stuff like that, and also agriculture. So
I would not have pegged you for an agricultural interested person.
No, yeah, that totally am. So when I first started looking for colleges, I actually started at OSU Ag in Wooster, Ohio. Visited there and stuff like that. Then I started looking at some other colleges about graphic design in general, and most of them turned it out to be more traditional, like I don't know, like posing your body and like taking pictures. I don't know. It just wasn't my kind of graphic design and design in general. So I
It was
went with more,
antiquated.
yeah, I want to go to the more modern digital version of graphic design. I can't make decisions very well, so I ran out of time selecting my college, and I was already lined up with Northwest just because of proximity, and it was close and cheap and stuff like that. So I was like, well, I'm going here now, and honestly, it was the best non-decision of my life.
Yeah. It's great how things work out sometimes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think a lot of people have a similar story of how we ended up here procrastinating college. 100%.
I registered for classes the week before everything started. Like I had gone through the entire summer putting it off,
Yeah.
and then I got roped in here.
Mm-hmm.
It was the second best non-decision I've made in my life. I don't even remember what the first one is, but there's got to be something better.
else,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, and I know we've kind of explained. We all were. I mean, you guys were. I kind of was VCGD by, just showing up, and it was the best thing to do. But really, what you talked about it. What really it was your passion. But Anna, what really led you into going to visual communications, graphic design?
Well, surprisingly enough, I didn't even know what the program was when I started. I actually had to do a Google search on what graphic design was. I chose it because that's where I placed on the, what's it called? The AccuPlacer?
Yeah.
Is that what we take here?
Yeah.
It's the school's version of the ACT test. So
Yeah, well, it's like Ohio. It's the Ohio public college placement test.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the benchmark test to see what classes you don't have to take.
Right.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I took that in 8th grade, and graphic design was the program that kind of lined up with what I tested into. So I just chose it. I didn't even know what I was getting into on the first day. I think I had to ask Bryce how to turn a computer on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I remember that. That was weird. I was like, these homeschoolers.
Yeah, it was a
Right.
bit crazy.
It was.
You don't know what technology
Yeah,
is.
because it was the 4 of us sitting in the back row, and nobody knew what was going on. It was great.
no.
It was fun.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
all were in that class together?
All of us were in that class
Yeah.
together.
I've never been more surrounded by homeschoolers. It was a weird experience. I went to public school. By
And
the
so
way, if
right
you can't
now-
tell.
Best experience of your life.
You're outnumbered, my friend.
I was. It was crazy.
You still are.
Yeah, I am.
Anyways, yeah. So I think, I mean, I was VCGD. I mean, the whole time you guys were. So it's been fun. We've gotten to do a lot of cool stuff, working on a lot of cool projects through the time that we've been in the program, or we're in the program, because we're all graduated now.
It's almost like you looked at the show notes and segued on purpose. Part of the VCGD program that Mike Vanderpool is working on right now is something called Project Allura, which is, you know what, I'm not going to explain it because I haven't been involved in it very long. I will let, I guess you guys are charter members. So who wants to go first?
All right. So Project Allura, I have some notes on it because I had to make sure I say this right.
There you go. Get right
Okay.
up into that mic there.
So Project Allura began as an idea from Mike, and its purpose is to involve students and prepare them for the workforce by giving them paid work, experience, network opportunities, and then guidance to start a business. So Project Allura began as an idea, and it is still an idea. It's not anything concrete, but it's basically just to bring students together, alumni together to work together, get experience, and then eventually start your own business or get a good job in the workplace.
Yeah, she's a much better explainer than me, so we'll go with that explanation. It's very good.
It's really, it sort of baffles definition because I've never encountered anything like this for my whole 1 year at college, but I've never read about anything like this where, a college brings students back back to it who have graduated and who have I guess a pretty specific skill set back together to I guess sort of further their careers and get them ready for the workforce.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the cool things about Northwest State being a community college, where like almost all, I think some of the engineering have some 4-year programs, but almost all of them are 2-year programs here. And I know a lot of students, go on to university and stuff like that. It's like things that I'm doing. But like there is an immense opportunity for a lot of the 2-year graduates to continue their education and also be able to, get on with their life, earn some money, not go into any more debt, and all these things,
Hallelujah.
and still continuing to get education. Because I think honestly, at the end, if you could have a 2-year college degree and 2 years of work experience, you're way more marketable in the job field.
It's so much better than getting out of a 4-year bachelor's program and still be wet behind the ears.
Oh yeah,
I would agree. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%. I've as a graduate, 2-year program, VCGD, talking to other visual communication students at other 4-year institutions, at 4-year institutions, and being like, yeah, I've done this. These are projects I've worked on. I've worked for a couple of companies, done some freelancing, that kind of stuff. And they're like, whoa, I don't know how I would start doing that. So it's really cool what we're getting to do, what you guys are getting to do through Project Allura.
I would have never expected it to happen. This is totally not how I didn't really have any expectations, I guess, but it's just not what I expected coming out of a college. Is like
they're
getting
gifting
these
you
jobs
they are
right now.
gifting you a career.
Yeah,
Is-
and like it's something that I love to do. And I figured after college I'd have to work some little job to like just keep going until I find that job. And like now it's like, no, I get to skip that step and I get to do what I enjoy and love.
Get started on your career, 22, something like that?
21. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeet.
Yeah, it is really cool. I don't know. I have had like the doubts and concerns. The thought to do with you get out of college like between 20 and 22. A lot of people do, and then you've got this period of time where you're just stuck in limbo.
Mm-hmm.
Project Allura has really leapfrogged that, and it's pretty cool and exciting. I mean, it's fun, but it's kind of terrifying because you have to work with Vanderpool the whole time.
Yeah, 100%. But I think something too, part of Project Allura is it is a business incubator. So it's kind of the water wings per se for companies that are really getting off the ground.
Water wings.
Water wings. It's kind of what Project Allura acts as. It's just like, hey, we're gonna teach you this, hold you here until you learn how to swim. And so part of that, both of you guys are your own boss in a sense under the umbrella of Project Allura.
They own their own companies.
They own their own companies.
So they are their own bosses.
They are their own boss.
I am. We
Yes,
are.
We are.
I took a 2-week vacation because I wanted to.
Yeah.
Because I can.
Because Bryce is the boss.
Just drop it. Oh my word! I would give so much to just drop everything and go away for 2 weeks.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
It was relaxing.
Did you do fun stuff? Was
I
it
did.
a vacation or a staycation?
Vacation.
There you go. Kudos.
Yeah. Got to go to a lake. Go to my grandparents for 4th of July.
Fun.
It was lit.
That's super cool.
No pun intended.
Pun intended.
Pun intended.
Pun
Fireworks. You were lighting fireworks, right?
Actually, we didn't light fireworks.
But speaking of fireworks,
I don't know where he's going with this.
guys,
This is a weird segue.
you guys own your own businesses, and I know that doesn't have anything to do with fireworks, but
It's not you didn't segue. You just,
But
forcibly hauled the
forced it
conversation back to where it
back
was
to
originally.
where it needs to go. Interview questions. Anyways, so with that, what are some of the cool aspects of owning your own businesses and some of the struggles of owning your own businesses?
Good question. Very good question.
I guess.
I agree. That is a great question.
Yeah.
Go for it, Bryce.
One struggle that I have with video production is that you can't buy anything for your business like under $500. I mean, you like something that you want to use quality wise and like it will last through the years. It's going to be expensive. And that's the realization I'm having as I'm going through these couple months is like, you have to put a lot of money up forward to do this business, but
You're kind of betting on yourself, right?
yeah, in the end you get a lot of money back, but there's definitely a bet and a risk to go into this so soon.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to pray you're as good as you think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to add, Anna?
So my business does front-end web page development, social media management, and graphic design work. Why is everyone laughing?
No, it's just
No, you're fine. You're
no,
fine.
it's not you. It's
Okay, maybe I'll just talk louder.
yes,
Just
by all
talk
means,
louder.
please.
Perfect. Perfect.
So my business does front-end web page development, social media management, and graphic design. I really like to focus on the front-end web development. That's kind of like my passion in life. And I actually had a project where I worked with the college to rebuild their website. That was like one of the biggest life-changing moments in my career.
She's read our show notes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, would you like me?
Keep going, by all means.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going to do a natural segue into the school's website. So Anna, the school's website.
Yeah, so I was able to be the project manager for that. And it was a really big project. So the website is like 60 to 100 pages, somewhere around there.
Holy Jerusalem.
It might be more than 100, 140 maybe.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And we
Did
decided.
you code all that?
Yeah, we did. We used like templates.
wait, the
I'm
new
Abstract
one,
templates. in
the
a
new
way.
one or the old one?
The new one.
The new
Oh, not what I said. Probably what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what old one?
I meant the original one.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
thought we were talking about. No, yeah.
I'm very impressed by people who can code. It's something I would like to learn, but you have to speak another language,
You do.
and I don't have the patience for that. So
I know.
kudos to you for being able to do it and do it with a high level of proficiency.
Guys, I think this is a good opportunity to, if you're really interested in learning how to code websites, so doing HTML, CSS, the other kind of stuff, the code that goes into that, get in contact with Mike Vanderpool from Northwest State, the lead faculty of VCGD, and get interested in M Vanderpool, VANDERPOOL
at
at
Northwest State.
.edu, and you can talk to him. And anyways,
And he might talk
had to
back.
give him that plug, but Anna, what were you saying
Jeez.
about your about the website? School's gosh.
Yeah, that class was actually the best one I ever took. It was my favorite one. But anyway, we did like interviews to interview students, faculty, and staff to understand more of what they wanted to see in the website and to make it more user-friendly and accessible, because that's super important for a public institution.
So many times I've gone to a website, like a public institution's website, and I've just been absolutely turned off by. It's incongruous. It's just gross and clunky and nasty. And
I think something, yeah. Like I know a lot of us, as we're recording this is July of 2020, and so over the past couple months, we were all kind of dealing with the lovely coronavirus, and way too many people went to the unemployment.gov website,
oh dear
and
Lord.
that thing is trash. No offense, government,
to whoever
but,
coded that, thank you for doing it. Don't quit your day job.
yeah.
A little outdated.
But yeah, so like she was saying, like Anna was saying, like the importance of public or government institutions having really good, very user-friendly websites is super important.
And yeah, well, the thing with websites is they need to be updated every few years or they're outdated because things change so fast in that kind of world.
Yeah. How long did it take you to put together the new website?
We started talking about the project in August of 2019, I believe.
My goodness.
And
We're recording this in the beginning part of July of 2020.
So almost 11 months.
yeah, it was a huge project. We pretty much finished up all the coding in March of 2020, and we're just waiting to like make final changes and then launch it.
Yeah. I've seen the beta version. It is clean.
It's really
as
nice.
all get out. Oh, it's beautiful.
And Bryce did the mock-ups for that. Bryce and Adam Grant. So
Shout out to Adam, whoever you are. If you want to come on our show, hit us up.
Please do, Adam. We miss you.
Yeah.
Anyways,
CJ misses you.
I
don't
miss
know
you,
but
Adam.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I think like one of the most important parts is when we were building the website is, you have to talk to the people and you have to listen to them at some point. Cause like you can't just build something and never talk to the people that you're going to build it for. Like their opinions and their
Communication.
experiences of using your thing does matter. And you need to listen to that. And that's kind of the one things that
100%.
Mike always talked to us about is like you have to talk to these people to figure out what are they thinking. And it's not like, if they say make this red, you don't actually make it red. You just, understand why they think it should be red and then possibly think about making that decision. You have to really think about that when you're doing stuff like this.
Yeah. The VCGD, visual communication, everything we do and communicate something, and just verbal communication between you, the people who are building the website or doing the thing, and the people who are paying you to build the website or do the thing. That is very important, and you guys have done well, and that's probably the biggest staple of Mike's program here at school.
100%. I think there's that old saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I'd like to argue that a website's worth 1,000,000 words. And so
if you look at the coding, it for darn sure is.
For sure, yeah, because I mean it's 1,000,000 different little squiggly lines
and
and
characters, yeah.
a lot of characters there.
My head hurts.
/ all these great things. Anyways, that like you guys doing that, I know a lot of people, if they're listening to it now, before the new website comes up, people are going to be like, I don't know, it might not need to change. We might not need to put all this work into it, but like you guys will honestly see a difference in just.
It makes your lives easier. For those of you who go to the school website on a regular basis, and I'm talking to students and faculty and people who do business with the school, it helps a lot to have a cohesive website that is clear and easy to use and honestly is visually appealing.
100%.
No one wants to just look at an ugly burgundy website.
No, not at all. But
Burgundy?
anyways, burgundy.
That was the grossest color I could think of off the top
Burgundy.
of my head. I mean,
You don't want a brown and green website.
that's true.
That's very true.
What's our website right now? Is it?
No, it's white and green. But anyways,
Okay. We're safe.
we're safe. Anyways, guys, yeah. So, yeah, I'm super excited because I've gotten to kind of watch this evolve and watch the mock-ups and got to be a horrible test audience for you guys when you guys were practicing for just the presentations for the board and all these guys. So I'm super excited for that.
Wait, you did have to present it to the board. How'd that go?
We
Wow.
did. I guess me and Adam did most of the presenting during this project, and it was nerve-wracking, definitely for sure, because I've never been the greatest at public speaking.
Well, you're kind of public speaking.
I
now.
am right now, and it's great because I'm improving myself every day.
Yeah. I mean, you know Anna very well, and it's just me and CJ, a couple of knuckleheads that you're talking to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're not going to judge.
No.
I mean, you will get, hold on a minute. You'll get this one every now and then. But
To be expected.
It's actually mostly me that gets it because I'll say weird stuff or it just get really boring. And you can pause. You can if he does that, you can just kind of talk slow. Anyways, but yeah. So super excited. And guys, also any of you business people out there listening, if you need a new website, hit up Anna at what's your social?
At Anna Rose Designs. You can find me on all the social media. And
Awesome.
LinkedIn, Anna Thomas.
do you have Linktree, right?
I'll add her to the link tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the important information for everyone that's on the show today will be linked down below. So scroll down and click on it. It's going to be great. And if
For
you
sure.
need video production, talk to Bryce.
Speaking of video production,
Yes.
Mr. Conklin,
Hello.
what?
I'm
So
here.
So over the past couple of months, well, really the last year, there's been some pretty cool video projects that have kind of come out of Northwest Ohio, come out of Northwest State and Project Allura. And one in particular I know we're going to talk about here. But yeah, so you guys did some video work for one of the towns here in Northwest Ohio. If you want to tell us
That's
a little bit about that.
Yeah. So
The floor is yours. Or
Ooh.
the table, I guess.
table. It's a
Whatever
nice
this is.
table, and wow, this
Beautiful
is-
blue felt. All that good stuff.
Let's take we can play some pool on this. All right. Anyways, so through Project Allura, at this time, Anna was doing some social media for them, running
The Village of Swanton.
Yeah, the Village of Swanton,
Is it a
running their
village?
social media. Yeah,
It's the biggest thing out here. I mean, this side of Toledo.
It's all villages. Anyways, the Village of Swanton.
yeah. So we're doing social media for them. So we were already in contact with them, and then so they brought this idea. They saw this HGTV, the channel and stuff like that on TV.
Home and Garden Television.
Yep.
The
This is
one
not
your
a paid
grandma likes to
post.
watch.
Yes. Oh, or
Shout
My
out to
sis-
grandmas.
my sister gets into that so much. It's kind of irritating until Fixer Upper comes on and then I have to watch.
And
Right.
Fixer Up is pretty good.
That's pretty good. This is not a paid
HGTV.
promotion, and honestly, we
No.
might have to cut this out because of branding and all this stuff. But anyways,
It's probably fine.
yeah, it should be fun. But it's on HGTV, maybe,
Yeah.
kind of. What?
We'll see.
It's on cable television. That's nebulous enough. That's nebulous enough. We can say that.
Yeah. So this X company, there's a show on this. I can't remember what it's called. It's just a little sub show of HGTV, like Fixer Upper and stuff like that. What they do is they go around to towns and they give makeovers to their hometowns. So they sent out this video challenge saying like, create this video to show us what your town needs, what your town is about, what it loves, what the community is like, and try to, we'll select a winner to then go to their hometown and help redo everything in their hometown. So that was the challenge that was brought up to me and Mike.
So did you live in Swanton at the time?
No.
Okay. You just signed on with them and.
Yep. So that's how I've already had that connection, and I was just like, part of their stuff and stuff like that. So I don't live there, but.
How long was it? The video that you shot and sent to HGTV?
3.5 minutes, I believe.
Fun. How long did it take you to shoot, edit, and like cut all that together and make it the finished product?
Oh geez, I have to look at my notes. I spent one whole day there at the village just shooting video. I made a shot list and stuff like that. Set up some interviews to talk to town folks and stuff like that. Also set up with the school, a little class came out to the intersection of the main town, set my drone up to do like a little sweet
Aren't those fun?
shot. Like, yeah,
Drones are a blast.
So fun. To do a little video ending shot there. So it was a lot of planning for that one whole day, just doing stuff constantly. So I had another guy help me out with that. Then editing, I want to say like a full work day for me is about 8 or 10 hours. So I want to say editing was maybe 2 or 3 days of that.
Jeez.
Maybe up to 4, because one day is just organizing all the footage. I mean, I had hundreds of clips that I had all organized and stuff like that together. And that's one thing about video production that I feel like a lot of people is a misunderstanding. Like, you don't just go shoot and you throw it on your computer and upload it. And you can do that with your phone. But if you're talking serious production, there's a lot of time in the post-production stuff, and the production and pre-production does not actually take that long. So that's kind of a thing I want to send out there.
I've always heard it said that, for every minute of final production, there's an hour that goes into editing. Is that a benchmark, or is that on the low end?
I would almost argue it's like a day.
Good gracious.
It depends on the per project, but I would say it's probably a good baseline of how things operate.
Yeah, I think so I've had a little bit of film experience, and I've gotten to work on some commercials, some 30-second commercials and stuff like that. And I think I spent 22 hours straight on one 30-second ad time, one little 30-second ad.
Yeah. Is that why you had to quit your energy drinks cold turkey?
Part of it, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it takes a lot of time, and to do it right, it takes more time. So
yeah, I would say those small 30-second commercials are honestly sometimes more work, because they're so intricate, and you have to do the fine details. And where a long video, I'm not saying it's simple, but a lot of times it's a lot of cutting and removing things.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did all that, and then I sent it over to them, and I haven't got a response. I don't know if they've gotten a response either. It's probably way past the time. So I'm going to say that it didn't go through, but they said they were going to use it for a lot of different applications, not just sending to HGTV. So pretty excited.
Super cool. So guys, keep an eye out for the video about the village of Swanton, the good one.
It's on my YouTube.
It's on Bryce's YouTube.
Also linked down.
Also linked down below. And so, yeah, keep an eye out for that. The really good one is the one that Bryce made. All the other ones will not take credit for.
Before we get out of here, what projects are you guys working on right now? I guess there's never a dull moment. I mean, yes, you can take 2 weeks off and just go off to wherever and take vacation, but you still have to adult and do important life kind of things. So what are you guys working on right now?
So I was on vacation for 2 weeks as well.
Hey now.
So although I was on vacation, I was still working because I need to keep up with emails and work kind of things.
I hate emails so much. It's ridiculous.
I know, right?
I get too many. I need to unsubscribe to some stuff. But anyways, continue.
So a couple projects that I'm working on right now, I recently built a website for Ohio College Tech Prep. So that's kind of a thing that goes through the school.
Is that website live?
It is going live this week sometime, I'm hoping.
Okay. Yeah. Check that out, guys. That should be cool.
100%.
So that was like a 3-month project. It was a really big project to do by myself because it's a 30-page website.
Did you have to code it from scratch or?
No, I didn't.
Do you prefer to use like templates from, I don't know, big name website builders?
Don't mention them.
I'm not going to.
But the big named ones.
They hate
not
they
the
hate
two
me.
not the two big named
Hey,
ones.
your mic, bro.
Oh. Not the two big named ones, but the other big named one that I know we like to use sometimes. Though that one is the one I think you guys use some, right?
Yeah, there is one that I usually like to use because it's simple and easy, and then I don't have to have a contract with them afterwards. If their budget doesn't allow for it, they can just make updates by themselves.
Yeah. Do you have to train the people to do that, or do you just kind of let them freewheel it?
In most cases, I do because I have a 60-day trial period, so if they need changes made, they can just email me and I'll make the changes. And in some cases, I'll even do like a screen recording and walk them through how to make all the changes that they're going to need to make.
That is incredibly underrated. There's like teaching lay people how to do this kind of stuff is really
100%.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've kind of picked up, I can't code to save my life, but I've picked up bits and pieces on how to do like the website stuff from, this program and from other people. It's hard. Leave it to the professionals, guys. Hire Anna for the love. Just hire her.
Hire
please.
Anna. Yeah.
And if you need a cool video, hire Bryce.
Hire Bryce or other cool stuff. Bryce does some really cool video intros, which are
right.
I've really enjoyed. I've considered hiring Bryce a couple of times for some of the stuff that I've needed to do.
You're broke.
That's why I haven't hired Bryce.
Maybe we'll get a discount, possibly.
Maybe a discount. We'll talk about it later.
We will pay in chicken nuggets.
I would accept that payment.
I know where somewhere at right now. Anyways, so yeah,
Those
Bryce
are
does
gone,
some
I'm
really cool video intros. Also does some
That's
really
right.
awesome logo digitizing logos.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's done that for a couple companies around. Really, the graphic design ability between Bryce and Anna is really off the charts. Like, I aspire to be as good of a graphic designer as these guys are. And so, yeah, if you guys need any,
I just want to have Bryce's shirt game, man. He's wearing a Tokyo Pepsi shirt right now.
yes,
Yeah,
it's
Pepsi greater than Coke. I will
I will
go to my grave with that.
we're not gonna argue with you, but for legal reasons, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Anyways, so yeah, if you guys are interested in finding or developing any social media, logo, websites, any other types of media content, anything like that, hit up Bryce and Anna on their social media, which is Bryce.
Link what Instagram.
Let's
All
see.
that good stuff.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn.
Awesome.
Most of them are probably going to be Conklin Design or Conklin.design.
And they will be in the
But yeah.
link below.
Yeah.
And Anna, she already said we'll make her do it again.
My social media,
Yes.
Facebook, Anna Rose Designs, Instagram, Anna.Rose Designs, and then on LinkedIn, it is just Anna Thomas.
Awesome.
Cool.
Super cool. Well, guys, before we get going, we get to have our podcast.
This is very exciting.
This
for
is
us.
very exciting. We get to have our podcast really distributed by Anchor.fm. And really, if you guys haven't heard about Anchor.fm, it's a free, easy to use, really podcast hosting site. So it's like any of your other, website hosting sites or anything like that. But they get to host your podcast and they send it out to all of the different places. So we get to have our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the other good ones.
If it's mainstream, Anchor will do it for you.
Anchor will put it on there for you.
Honestly, it has been the most streamlined distribution process I've ever encountered.
100%.
Props to Anchor.
Yeah, and it's 100% free. And you can record from your phone or straight on your computer.
Don't do that. If you want decent audio, go to a studio.
Like we have.
Here.
But they do have to have it on, they do get to have it on their app. And also you can make money from your podcast, which, you have to have a bunch of listeners, but still you can. Yeah, and it's free and you can have everything there that you need to make a podcast. And also, yeah, so just go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm for more details.
Yes, and if you have interest in podcasting here at school, please contact Mike Vanderpool. We have said his email at least once. His email will be linked below. So reach out. Thank you, Bryce and Anna, for joining us today. It has been a blast. We need to do this again sometime.
Yeah, 100%.
Contact me again. This was fun.
Yeah, 100%.
Totally, for sure.
Well, guys, thank you for listening.
Anna, would you like to? Let's let Anna have the last words. You want to close the show?
I was going to say thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it. And I don't really know how you guys typically close your show, but
We're not typical.
No.
okay, I'm going to just say everyone have a great week and thank you for listening all the way to the end.
Yeah, 100%.
Well done.
Well done. Connect with us on social media at The Stuff Show on Instagram, Facebook, and all the other good places. Or listen to our podcast on Spotify, Anchor.fm, and SoundCloud and YouTube and all the other good stuff. All right, guys, remember to stay awesome. See you later.
Peace out.